Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and finally, after a good few days of trying to get this sorted out, I think I might have cracked it. First of all, I have got the level of the steering wheel sorted now. I was having a bit of a senior moment, I think. I didn't realise I still had a bit more adjustment in the top deck here. I've managed to move it to the position that now suits me, and my wrists don't hurt quite so much anymore, which is good news. So those of you who watched the last video, that was basically spent fitting the Moza R12 and the CRP pedals. The biggest issue, trying to get my braking points right now. I've got the pedal that I want, it's nice and firm, but now trying to get those braking points and trying to trail brake into some corners, that's what's taken the time, and my pace was really off when I first started. But I think I'm just about there now. A couple of other things I've found out. EAWRC does work. I've managed to find out how to configure that. Basically have a quick search on the internet. They've now sorted that. You can configure it directly with Pithouse. Automobilista 2, however, I still have not got working. I don't know why. I've tried following everything I've searched online, and if you know the answer, please tell me. Now, some of you have said that you need to go directly into the mapping of keyboard or controls to map the left and right axis. That doesn't work, trust me, I've tried. You can't configure it through Pithouse, that doesn't work either. So I've also changed the settings to be Project Cars 2. Those of you who have looked at this will understand what I'm talking about. That doesn't work. So if you know how to make Automobilista 2 work with the Moza R12, please tell me, because I want to give it a try. Yesterday I spent racing my first couple of races with LFM Assetto Corsa in the Cupra TCR Championship. Now, I was second just behind Phil Kloppers at the time, and I really needed to try and build up some more points than him this time. I did a couple of races earlier on in the day. One was just with 4 cars, just to get a feel for it. My pace wasn't bad, I came second, but I expected that with only 4 cars. The next race I'm not going to post. The second race was entertaining, to say the least. I had quite a good result. I think I finished 6th in the end, but there were a lot of messages going backwards and forwards from the people in that race. One guy unfortunately had a really bad connection and was lagging, and he was appearing and disappearing and moving across the track, and he was causing a bit of an issue. I messaged him and he apologized profusely. He didn't actually realize, but I had 2 incidents with him. A couple of other people had incidents with him, and one of them then had an incident with me from the damage that he caused to them. So I went backwards. I'd got myself up to about 3rd place at one point and ended up finishing, I think, 6th. I did go down to 9th. Now, as I said, I did message him. Everything's cool. He was very apologetic, and I don't know if he messaged the other people. He was apologetic to the others as well. I spoke to them and said that he didn't realise, and it's one of those things in sim racing that happens, and it's important to make sure that your connection level is good, or your ping, as people call it. Mine is actually a little bit high. It's about 130, and if anyone can tell me how to reduce my ping level so I don't get the same issue later, please let me know. So far nobody's told me I've had any issues, so I'm assuming it's okay. His was well over 150, I believe, at the time. But I'm a bit of a computer idiot, so if you can tell me how to fix it, please let me know in the comments as well. Before you even ask, I am hardwired to the router, and I'm running about 450 Mbps, so it should be more than fast enough. I just don't know why. I might have an issue later on, so please let me know. But the race I'm going to show you next, that was the big boys. We had Justin in there. He's basically up at the top in Division 1. We had Andre Bowden, who's also up at the top in Division 1. We had Les Bradford, who's not far off it, and he's actually leading Division 1 in the Super Tourers. We had Phil Kloppers in there, and we had a couple of guys that I'd met in the previous race as well. Now, if this is the first time you've seen any of my videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please share it. Please comment away and have a look at some of the previous videos, especially if you're just getting into sim racing and you want to get a few ideas of what to do. There's a few tips and things that I've learned along the way which might help you. So grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee, maybe something stronger for this one, particularly on the first lap, and enjoy. Now, if I can do what I did at the last race, I guessed when the lights were going out, and I got a demon start.
green, green.
Not as good. In fact, really not as good.
On your left. Hold your
Oh,
line.
it's two off.
All clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left side. Careful. Car on your right. Clear on your right.
Don't ask. Do not ask how I got out of that.
Left side. Clear left. Nice one, Ian. Good start.
Huh, I've never had a cut warning there. Oh. We've got JF behind us. Okay, so here we go for the start. This is probably the best view I can give you of what actually happened at the beginning. It was chaos. We got an okay start, but so did everyone else. Starting from 13th, I just want to stay out of trouble. Phil Kloppers is behind me to the left in 14th. Looking at the back ahead, on the brakes, nice and early. Keeping to the right and trying to take advantage of people going off wide. And I'm thinking here, yeah, I've got a bit of a gap. I can dive up the inside here, but look ahead. It is all kicking off and I am just trying to miss everyone. Quick nudge there. And they're still going off. Look in the rearview mirror behind me. There's still two off on the left-hand side. And that is how we managed to go from 13th to 7th position in about 4 corners. Focusing on my car, there's a lot of 79, so you just have to follow the focus of the camera here. You don't really see what happens from the TV view, which I'm quite annoyed about. I've had a look through everyone's view and you don't really see what started this. It was just chaos from that corner onwards. Everyone going off left and right, spinning round, and it was just a bit of a melee. Lots of smoke there, a couple more cars off. There's still cars going off in the background. There's still cars off on the left-hand side. We just managed to keep it together. But could I hold it together for the rest of the race?
P7. Car on your right. Still there. Easy. Hold your line. Clear right.
We're clear. Right, I've lost a little bit of time there from Vi. That was exactly the start we needed. How we managed to get through that chaos, I don't know. There were cars off everywhere. We'll have a look at that later. I don't know who's in the lead, they're too far ahead.
That's half distance, the fuel's okay.
Mevo's properly consistent, he's reeling me in like 0.1, 0.2 a lap. I did a 110.2. I'm a 110.4. He's a 198 behind me.
The next car is Bowden. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Bowden's gone off. Oh, Vi's caught him, and he's one of the quick boys. Mevo's with me.
Time to get defensive, mate.
On your right. Still there. Careful, still there. Hold your line.
What did you do?
Clear on your right.
You idiot.
Let him get away.
Should have just gone for it. I was letting him go. I might lose another place here.
P8, come on man, this is disappointing. There's decent pace in this car. Alright Ian, you've got half your fuel left.
Right, let's get back after Mevo.
10 minutes to go, that's 10 minutes left.
We're still 8th. Can't take it away from him, he's quick. He's properly consistent as well.
Yellow flag. That time was 110.5.
Okay, my fastest lap.
The gap in front is now 2.2 seconds. You've just done a 110.2.
There maybe is a 109 in this.
Flag.
Colin's pushing hard. We'll make you go a long way, shall we?
Careful, car on your left. Easy, hold your line. Still there. Clear left. Car on your right.
Got me on a switchback.
Right.
I think he was
Oh shit, Ian. Come on, mate. Defend your position.
one of the guys off at the beginning, judging by his back window.
E9.
Right, let's see if we can push him as hard as he pushed me.
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
think there is a 109 in this setup, you know. You've got to work hard for it.
All right. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Careful, still there. Careful, still there. Clear right.
Good race.
The leader has just done a 109.2.
Well done, whoever that was. Sergey.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Just went too wide then.
Yellow flag. Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.1 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
Not quite sure what line he was trying to take there.
Easy, car on your left. Clear left, car on your left. Still there. Clear left.
Wasn't meant. He moved over on me a bit. If I'm going to get past him, we're going to do it clean. How if I let him get too far away?
The gap ahead is now 1.0 seconds.
Might have let him get too far away there. I think we got one lap left. Phil's behind me. So Phil's in 12th.
One more lap to go. Gomez is getting closer. The gap's now 7.9.
Not really worried about that. I said I'd be happy with top 10. And that's where we are. So three races today. My arms are hurting a bit. Idiot. My arms are hurting a bit. What do I think of the Moza kit? Absolutely love it.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. P9. Okay, we're done.
So hopefully you stuck around for all that. It was quite entertaining at the beginning, and I'm not actually quite sure how I managed to get through that pretty much unscathed. Lost a couple of places later on in the race, but to be honest, with where my ELO rating is against the other drivers, that was a good result. My ELO rating, I think, would have put me 13th, and I qualified about there anyway. So to get that result, I'm really pleased with. But what you really want to hear is, what do I think of the Moza products? Well, now that I've pretty much tuned the force feedback to the way I want and the strength to the way I want, and I will turn it back up gradually as I go, the feel through the car is a lot better. Pedals, I'm getting much more used to now. Braking is definitely superior from the Thrustmaster LCMs, and don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking those. They got me to where I was prior to these races, and the Thrustmaster for a budget kit is great. If you want to take the next step up, you've got lots and lots and lots of options. You can go SimiCube, you can go SimMagic and spend an absolute fortune, or Assetto. You can go Fanatec CSL DD, which is a similar price to this, maybe a little bit more expensive. But to be honest, from the online reviews, what I've seen with this gives me everything I want and a little bit more, to be honest. Reliability, from what I've read, is good. We'll see that as we move forward. I haven't had any overheating issues, I haven't had any clipping issues, and the kit just feels so much better. So if you are looking at possibly upgrading to the Moza R12 or even the R16 and 21, although I don't think you need it, then I would suggest, if you've got the money, go and do it. I wouldn't necessarily go for the R5 and the R9. There's too many horror stories about it, overheating, issues like that. The R12, I think, is the sweet spot. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video. That has got me back into the lead of Division 2 in the Cupra TCRs, but Phil is not far behind. I'm still leading Division 2 in the Super Tourers. Phil is not far behind. So I need to push, and this is helping me do it. Join me later on this week, where we'll be going to Catalonia with the Super Tourings if we can get a full enough grid of racers. See you on track.